So hi guys. Today's video will be about fixing broken pegs on Micromotor World buildings and how I do it at least. And what I have here is one of my copies of the off-road parkour, and it's in pieces right now because it's one of the pegs is broken. So if you look here, there are 4 pegs holding the building together and enabling it, to be folded up and open up. And on this side, as you can see, the peg is broken off and only 3 pegs remain, and therefore um, you're not able to take the middle part and connect it here because it will just flip back out and you can't use it. So how I'm going to do this is I use my 3D printer again, and I printed out a small piece on a raft. You're probably not able to see much right now because it is still in a raft. Maybe from this angle you can see it. It's a small bottom plate with a 2mm peg that is the same diameter as the original pegs. And I'm going to remove it from the raft so you can get a better look. So this is just a raft. This is like extend plastic. You just throw it away, but it helps printing smaller parts like this. So here's the part itself. So it is about a centimeter long or so, and there's the peg. And on the bottom, well, I hope you can see it. By printing it on a raft, the bottom has a very rough surface. There you go. And this is very good for glue to stick to. And so it helps gluing this. And the bottom plate is rather thin. I made it in 0.6 millimeters, so it won't, interfere with the bottom part when you open and close the whole thing up. So what else do we need? We got our building. I will use some needle nose pliers to apply the piece so I don't get my hands totally full of glue. Let's put those here. Then of course the glue itself. I use Flex and Clean glue, and it is like a good glue for gluing everything from like metal. There they write it down. Porcelain, wood, metal, glass, and fabric and paper and even styrofoam, and therefore it should suffice to glue it with that. And first of all, what else do we need? Let's put the glue here. So since when a peg breaks off, there's mostly some residue and it's rather rough here. So what I'm going to do, you can either try to use a like wire cutter, or what I'm going to use, just for the sake of showing it, what I'm going to use is a very sharp cutting knife, and hopefully I won't hurt myself doing it in front of the camera. So what you need to do is you get the surface around this area like very smooth, so the replacement peg will be on the same height as the original one. And always cut, if you're doing this, especially in front of a camera where you can't really control it, you best always cut away from the body and your fingers, like so. It's also a rough area here. I don't know, it's just from production, but let's remove that as well. It won't interfere, but you never know. Okay, so after we did this, we get free space to apply our replacement pack. And let's put away the cutting knife. So the pack is supposed to sit here like so, you know, with the bottom plate and the bottom plate of the playset matching up. And ideally at the same height and at the same angle, like so. I'm afraid, since this is the first building I do, this has like this additional piece of plastic here. It's probably hard to do with the needle nose pliers now that I have a closer look at it. You can probably like hold it like so and stuff it in. Yeah, I will do it with my hands just for you. So I will apply a bit of glue. Let's just get an old sheet of paper so that my white cloth that I use to put on my table when I do these videos is not like getting all gluey and stuff. So you only need like a really small amount of glue. So what I'll do is I'll apply the glue to the area where I want to put the replacement pack, like so. Not too much, it's just a bit. And then I will put the pack in the right position, and like so, and see that it is straight. That's good. So I'm back, guys. Sorry for the interruption. I had to make a shortcut. The glue wasn't like going to go off and stick, so apparently it's meant for everything but not exactly for Micromotor World plasticky parts. So it's always good to try new stuff on camera. So this doesn't work, I can tell you, which doesn't mean it's a bad product. I have used it before on different stuff. As I said, I glued wood with it and it worked pretty well, but probably the glue has like to get into the material to work, and obviously with such a sturdy plastic it can't. So I did it the way I always do it, with super glue. It's also from Yoo-Hoo, so it's another great product. And this is lightning fast and very safe, like it's supposed to be, and it's written on here. And with this, you can, you could like probably glue like an elephant to a car or something. I don't know, just stupid example. But if you apply this, you get a very strong fit within mere seconds. The drawback, and this is why I wanted to try another glue, is that you do not have a lot of room, sorry, for error. So if you just drop the thing on here and it is like 2 centimeters off, or it is in the middle or something, it will instantly glue and you have to break it off and probably have damage your print, which is not that bad because it's worth like 3 cents or something. Or you could damage the building if you're not careful. So if you do it with super glue that goes off in mere seconds, you better do it very carefully. But now you can see it's a very strong fit. I can wiggle around on the pack and I can move around this. And so The pack, as you can see, looks identical to the original pack. And now if we put back together the building, I always start with the new pack, since um, even if it's a strong fit, you know, there are a lot of forces involved when opening and closing this. And so let's put this in, and as you can already see, it's very sturdy, it's a very strong fit. So let's put the building back together and have a look at it, and afterwards I'll show you two other buildings I fixed that way. Like you put this in so, and this goes up at the back like so. All right, so let's put this down, and as you can see, it is a very good fit. So actually it's this side, so we should look at this. So if you look at it, it gets like a very straight line. It's on the right height. It doesn't, you know, interfere here or something. And now you're able to close and open up the building like you used to. And if you look closely in here, you can see the black piece. If you're not okay with seeing the black piece on the bottom, you could take some permanent marker, some gray permanent marker, and paint over it. Like the printing material will easily, you know, take the color from an edding or something. Or of course, if you want to do it professionally, you can always use acrylic paint on stuff like that. Yeah. So there we go. Nice building that we fixed. Now I can remove this since we won't glue anything else. There are two other buildings that I fixed. I think I showed you this in the bridge video. I have a second bridge set with a broken pack, and the broken pack actually is right here. As you can see the black here. And this is also now fully functional again. You can open up, close it up, like so. Looks pretty good. Everything's straight here. And the first one I tried this on was I got a set, a fuel stop set, which the seller, well, it wasn't too expensive, but the seller didn't address that one of the packs was broken. So this is the first one I fixed, and you can't even see it that well. So if we look closely, you can see it down here. And in this case, I colored it with silver, with this actually with the silver chromies marker I used in a previous video to recolor the little Dodge Dakota, the silver one. Since I had no gray marker, I tried the silver one, and you can see it that it looks pretty good. I mean, if you use a gray one, it will look even better. So, but still, also very sturdy. You can play with it like you used to on the first day. And yeah, it's just another great way to use your 3D printer to help with your micro motor world's smallest Matchbox collecting. Printing such a small piece like the piece we did is rather cheap, and it is a good way to replace broken pegs on the buildings. Let me just disassemble this again. So the material is strong enough, and the pegs are always the same. So you basically just need two versions of this, one with the peg to the left side and one with the peg to the right side. And I will upload 3D models for those onto the wiki, so you can print them and use them to fix your broken Buildings, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and it helps you, you know, fixing up, restoring stuff. And yeah, if you liked it, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, or subscribe. And the most important thing, keep having fun with the videos, the world's smallest matchbox collecting, and everything connected. And I wish you a very pleasant weekend, and till next time. Bye.